Hello everyone, Ricky here of SimRick. I'm here today with the tutorial video, and in this tutorial I'm going to be demonstrating how to build a hotel, or in my case a motel, in The Sims 2. Now you're going to need some baseline components for this. One of the main things besides the actual base game of The Sims 2 itself is you're going to need the Bon Voyage expansion pack for this. There's probably some kind of mod that allows you to do this in the base game, but I'm not too sure about that. This is not what this is about. Essentially the base game alongside the Bon Voyage at least, or if you've got the Ultimate Collection then you're good to go in that stance. But those two aside, what you're going to need to do as well is actually build your hotel. Or in my case, I've got a little motel right here. I've just noticed, you can see my the name for this neighbourhood, Build on Speed. Bit of a weird name, I admit. I'm actually planning to use this for future speed builds I'm planning to do. And speaking of speed builds, we'll get to that when we get there. But yes, I already built my little motel for this. When it comes to hotels and motels, it doesn't really matter when it comes to Sims 2. As far as the game's concerned, it's the same thing. It's just a design difference. But I'm going to jump into here, jump into the actual lot and show you stuff that I've done and tell you some stuff you're going to need for this to work. Maybe show you a little quick speed build of me building this, and then we'll jump into the meat and potatoes of the actual getting this to work. Alright everybody, so we're in my little motel right here, and you can kind of see how it's put together. There's probably some other stuff I could probably do to this to add some additional stuff to it. The baseline stuff you're essentially going to need is make sure there's enough stuff in every room that's going to help the sim fulfill their needs and stuff. So baseline stuff including a bed, for instance, a bathroom, and all that kind of lovely stuff. Now something I've only just remembered to add is a little telephone that I added that before recording this. Each room will need a telephone because what you're going to need as well is the little concierge desk. I think that's what it's called. You can find that in both the community sort menu and the function sort menu in the miscellaneous menus. I'll show you how to get to those. So you can, from the community sort menu, you can go into MISC and then MISC again, and it should be at the very end of this list, I think, somewhere here. Aye. So there's the two right here. And another way to get to it is from the sort by function. And then if go to MISC and then MISC again, and you'll see them in this little bit right here. There's two different desks you can choose from. There's this big one, this one right here that I'm using on this little hotel, and you've got this little mini one. Both function the same way. It's just different designs and such, and they all come with like different, you know, recolors and such. You can change the skin of it, so you can see that. And this one is just the same way. And there's probably some other custom content you can install that add some, you know, either additional designs to these desks or additional like recolors and stuff you can choose from. That's up to you. That's more your choice in that matter. But it's the same principle, just different sizes, and it'll hopefully help when it comes to designing your hotel. Because that's the main thing you'll probably need to worry about is your design, your theming, or that kind of thing you want to worry about. And what size it's going to be. So those are two choices. Again, there's custom content there. I wouldn't be surprised if there wasn't. And I've got some other stuff as well, which doesn't really matter the kind of stuff you add to your motel. You can make it as luxurious, or you can make it as like low end as possible, like bare minimum stuff, or make it luxurious. I've just added a little canteen area right here. Which it's not even redundant. It's just more of a choice for the Sims if they want to actually use it, because Sims can use the telephone in their rooms, because that's one of the reasons why it'll be needed. Sims can actually order, you know, food from the concierge desk from their hotel room. So probably one main thing to add is, as well as entertainment and that kind of thing within individual rooms, the bed, a telephone is probably just as important. Other than that, what you're going to need as well is this little door. This is called the solidity door. There's actually, I'll show you what that looks like in the actual menu right here. So here it is right here. That's the door. That's it by default, and you'll need this exact door, the solidity door. There's probably some custom content, as I say, for, you know, unique designs or some other additional you know, designs for this door. It comes in like it comes in a little mini selection of choices, but again, custom content is there. You can add some additional recolors to this, whatever floats your boat. But those are some basic things you're going to need. So that door, the solidity door, because it's purpose designed for hotels, and the concierge desk, one of the small one or the big one, whatever you need to use. Those two things need to be there for the basic design of the hotel. Otherwise, it's not going to work as far as I'm concerned. Other than that, once you've got the hotel all fully built up and all that kind of stuff, you're good to go. And before we jump onto that, I'm going to show you a quick little speed build of this, before we jump into the actual meat and potatoes of this, getting this to actually function right. And hope you enjoy a little speed build, and I'll see you when you get back. And we're back. So to get this hotel to actually function as a hotel, or motel in this case, what you need to do is bring up the cheats console or cheats menu by hitting Control-Shift-C on the keyboard, and that'll bring up the cheats console. And what you need to add, I've already got it on my clipboard, so what you need to add onto here is a little cheat called it's change lot zoning hotel, and once that's entered, hit OK. And if nothing comes up on the screen, like an error or something like that, you're good to go. Now to get this to actually work, you have to leave the lot and come back in. So I'm going to leave to the neighborhood and show you that it has actually worked. Alright, so we're back on the neighborhood, and as you can see, if I hover over it, there's a little icon that's appeared next to the motel name. We've got a little sun symbol next to it, and that is registered it now as a lodging. So that's now registered as a hotel or motel in this case. So in theory, if you have a sim on this map that you can use to test this, it should function as a proper hotel, and the sim can stay in there and do whatever they want to do at the hotel. Now there is some limitations to this, which is why it's better to build the hotel first, make sure it's got everything you need for the thing to work, and then convert it to a hotel lot. Because once you do this, there is some added restrictions to the lot once it's converted into a hotel, and I'll show you what those restrictions actually are. So we're back in the hotel, and it's now converted itself into a proper hotel. It's got all the functions and stuff, but as a negative in some cases, there's some restrictions added to the HUD right here. Like for instance, it's disabled the ability for me to use the sledgehammer tool, the eyedropper tool, and the collections box. And if we go into build mode, a lot of things have been disabled for me to access as well. Like I can do simple things, like I can change the flooring, I can, you know, update the walls and stuff. I can even like go back into buy mode and update some furniture and stuff. So I can do that, but I can't do a lot of building. So maybe, for instance, I want to add an extension or rebuild certain walls or move certain things. I have to convert this back to a community lot. And how you do this is actually quite easy, just the same way as you did convert it into a hotel map. You just Control-Shift and C, and instead of change lot zoning, you want to add change lot zoning community. So there you go. So instead of a hotel, you change it to community, and it should do the exact same thing. Just hit enter, and if I leave the lot and come back in, it should have converted itself back to a proper just community lot. Alright guys, so I'm back into the hotel. It's converted itself back to a community lot, so as you can see, I've got access to a lot of the build mode components again, and then again, just to get it back to the hotel, just do what I commanded at the start. Just the same a cheat command, change lot zoning space hotel, go back to being functioning as a hotel, and you're good to go. But there you go, that's how you essentially just build a motel or hotel in The Sims 2. Again, doesn't really matter how you design the actual building itself. That's up to you, adding your own design to it, adding theming and stuff to it, that's all up to you. Hotels and motels function the same way, it's just a design thing, but that's essentially it. That's essentially it for this video, guys. I hope you found this informative, and if you did, I would ask you hit the like button, and if you have any suggestions, maybe ideas for additional stuff to add to rooms or to your hotel, maybe suggestions for like custom content to use, feel free to jot those down in the comments down below. I'd love to read those and check those ideas out. That being said, guys, if you also want to watch some more of my stuff, if you want to subscribe to the channel, please do. I would love to have you on the channel. I do a lot of Let's Plays and stuff to do with The Sims 2, as well as other Sims games. So if you're interested in that, please hit the subscribe button. I'd love to have you on the channel. Please join me for most of my Sims shenanigans. With it all said and done, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you found it helpful, as I say, and if you did, again, like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I hope you see you for future videos on the channel. Again, hope you found this helpful, and until next time, stay safe, take care, and I'll see you for the next video. Bye now!